Test. It's weird. I used to be able to go live or hit start this before I start OBS, but now you have to start OBS first, which creates an awkward moment as people come in versus people already waiting. And
Happy Halloween!
Real Q&A? Yes.
Yes.
As opposed to the fake ones we also do. Where we lie.
You want a PS5?
our fake Q&As.
Can I get a chat with
I like your fake Q&A.
Yeah.
I
Before I tell
now
everyone
I
my
wanna
favorite
do
everything.
a fake Q&A.
We can do one in April.
Okay.
At the end of March. Just be like,
Give wrong answers. only.
everything's wrong.
All right, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to October's Q&A, AJS. We do these every month at the end of the month to celebrate the fact that we have amazing viewers like you guys who go above and beyond in the mobile infantry on Patreon and here with the YouTube join button. If you got the AJ shield, show it off. That basically form the backbone of the mobile infantry that keeps us going just in case YouTube fucks around with their copyright, which they constantly do because every single one of our Q&As are copyright claimed pretty much. Okay, so let me open up some of the questions that we have from our patrons. We don't like locking off any of our content, so this is available for everybody, not just the Patreon. But we'll start with the Patreon, and then we'll move on to some people in chat. Okay, so starting with Patreon, we got some generals. We got
Good October.
Blaine.
Good October.
Go to October. October. September, October. Okay, we've got Commanders, Lord, Cool Sith. What's up, man? Hi, guys. Is there one movie or show that as a kid scared you to the point you will not watch it again? Happy Halloween.
Hell no. There's tons of scary shit I used to watch.
I
That,
used to get scared by Freddy.
Freddy?
Yeah.
But I would never, like, not watch it. Like, there was,
No, I love watching
I love
horror
watching
movies.
all horror movies.
Well, now you do, Joe, but as a kid, you wouldn't want to watch it.
Yeah, Freddy scared me.
I think Event
would've-
Horizon had scared me as a kid, and I was scared to watch it again. But I watched it again, and it wasn't scary no more as an adult. What else?
Jaws still scared me. I'm scared of the pool.
Jaws.
I was scared of the pool.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Deep end, I was like, nope, there's probably sharks down there.
Deep end of the pool. Joe didn't understand
Thalassophobia.
that sharks do not exist in the
In my
local
head,
pool.
Jaws was real.
Yeah.
There were some good Are You Afraid of the Darks? Like, that was something that, as a kid, was pretty strong for a Nickelodeon show.
Okay. Cody G. Were you guys fans of the Hunger Game movies?
I was not. Didn't really get into them.
Okay. I was also not a fan. I watched them because everybody else was watching them. What is it?
Katniss Everdeen.
Katniss and the actress.
Liam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh my God.
Yes.
Her boyfriend is so stiff, and that's going to be our new Witcher.
Yep.
Oh,
Like I said it before, not my girl.
Oh my girl. poor generic. And then he comes out looking all badass and then does a great job. Well, I hope so. I hope he tries. Green Shell has did a $5 donation. Thank you so much for being generous with us today here on YouTube. Hey, Alex, have you ever played Legend of Dragoon? It came out after Final Fantasy VII on PS1. It's not as big as the Final Fantasy series, but I love the game. It's like a hidden gem.
Yeah, it was good.
What's one thing about it?
It's I mean, it's a standard PS1 era JRPG. It's like the golden age when everything. I mean, it's before they kind of got, in my opinion, they kind of get a little zany and crazy. But you know, that one was a good one.
Pensacola, I prefer Aliens, but not by much. So, and Alien and then Alien. Aliens and then Alien. Then we got Arnold. Thank you, Arnold, for being a member with us here on YouTube for 34 months. Love you guys. Angry Army strong. Thank you very much. Yeah, so right now we're working on the Modern Warfare 2 review. So we're going to keep this Q&A short this month again. Probably only go for an hour so we can get back on that review and get you the videos sooner. We also played Gotham Knights. I suppose we'll review it. It's just such a slog to get through, so hopefully we can get through that soon. The problem is that God of War is right around the corner, and I want to focus all the energy in God of War. So we'll see whether we can sneak in Gotham Knights in between. If not, we'll jump on God of War, and then, I don't know, maybe finally do Gotham Knights with a sit-down review or something. We'll see. So
Lakers
just giving you a heads up. Lakers won.
They finally won.
They did.
I fucking hate the Lakers, and Joe is the only Laker fan here, and Alex likes to make fun of him.
I do. It's great. Westbrook looked fine. He got 18 points.
I saw.
Oh, do they still want to trade him then, Joe?
Yes. No one will trade him.
No one wants him. So they're 1 and what? 4?
1 and 4.
Yep.
Nice. Who did they beat?
The
Nuggets.
Mm-hmm. Cowboys won, so Cowboys are looking good.
Tony Pollard looking good.
That's what happens when you sit 2 yards Zeke. Mother freaking tired of Dak overthrowing, and he looked garbage, even though all the analysts were fooled by our high score of 40-plus points. I still think Dak is throwing inaccurately. And then if he played a good team, it wouldn't matter. All right, back to the questions. We got Spy Killer Online. What is your guys' favorite horror game?
Fear. That was mine.
Oh, shit.
I would love to have like a remake or something like that one.
It's fucking hard to come up with one. I'll go Alien Isolation since Joe already chose Fear. If you're talking about recent horror games, I'll go Alien Isolation. Though XCOM was very scary when I played it as a kid on my dad's Pentium 486. When those chrysalids show up, the ones that turn your troops into zombies, and then when they die, they crack open and reveal the chrysalid, one of the fucking aliens. It was fucking scary. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Alien Isolation. What about you?
Dead Space is another good one.
Oh, Dead Space is great. Silent Hill, Fatal Frame. There were some really great ones that we would all like play in the dark and just scare the hell out of each other.
Are you an Ultramarine enjoyer, Joe? Yeah, the Boys in Blue are nice, but I'd rather have Custodes. I'd rather do Blood Angels. I'm more of a fan of. But I'm glad the Boys in Blue are there to bail us out because in the Battle of Baal, our homeworld is the Blood Angels. We would have lost had it not been for Robert to show up with his Ultramarines and save our ass. BC Aron, thank you. What's your favorite Halloween costume you've ever worn?
For no favorites, Alex, what's the costume you enjoy putting on together the most?
See, that guy's a smart man.
Yes.
BC Aron, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
But Alex, from now on, you're going to have to take all the questions that are what's your favorite and turn it into BC Aron. And I'm going to remember you, BC Aron, because Alex gets away with it way too much.
Joe actually came up with another one, too, so we'll get to that one next.
Go ahead.
There was one Halloween where I don't remember what theme park you were. I knew a dude like that, like a friend of a friend of a friend had a Smurf, like a professional Smurf, like mascot head, And so I got a baby blue shirt and white pants, and I walked around the party with this giant fucking mascot Smurf head. And I was very drunk, and it was a wonderful time.
Man, I would have loved to have seen that. And son, Sisteranas, thank you for the 12. I can't talk today. Hey guys, thank you for 21 months here. Anson, Wombo Combo for the win. Thank you for being generous with the $5 make me holla. Don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't mind seeing a video or stream playing Magic the Gathering. Maybe Alex can twist your arms to play. I've recently been doing a little research into getting a camera set up specifically for CCGs. I've been quietly buying and collecting CCGs, even though I've already got a collection of miniature games out the ass. I've picked up a Babylon 5, Terminator. Me and Joe already played Raw Deal CCG, which is the wrestling WWE. I recently purchased a Cyberpunk CCG, and I'm looking to invest in Lord of the Rings CCG, which seems pretty cool because you play both the good guys and the bad guys. And Battletech CCG is one that I just recently have, right? I must have moved it. I want to play Battletech CCG with Alex. And Alex has a lot of experience in card games and Magic, so
30 years.
I'd like to try to do that, but it's very hard. The camera setup is just very difficult because you got to get overhead cams, and I got to get a contractor to come in and put some overhead lights above us, and while he's doing that, maybe I can get some poles or some support so I can get some overhead cams.
Sugar poles. So
that'll probably materialize in maybe 2023. If you're looking forward to that, stick with us and keep supporting our show. Joe H. From Patreon, to follow up on my question from last month that Alex didn't answer. See what I'm saying? Star Trek, Star Wars, or Stargate? And secondly, what does Alex think of Magic the Gathering's 30th anniversary set for the low price of 6 packs? Okay, 6 packs for $1,000!
Is that true? Why?
What?
Yeah. You didn't know?
$1,000 for 6 booster packs?
1,000.
Why?
There's potentially good stuff in there, but they can also fuck off. Hasbro's not doing very well, and so they are leaning really hard on Wizards of the Coast to ramp up profits. And Magic is making more money than it's ever made by a large margin, thanks in part to Arena and some of the other things. And so what they're doing is they are focusing on short-term profits and destroying people's love for the game. Like Ray and I don't like paper Magic anymore. They're doing non-stop secret layers and supplemental this and supplemental that and special cards. Like Magic doesn't feel special anymore because it used to be like you get new stuff every 3 months, and now it's like every week something crazy comes out. So if anyone wants to buy my Magic cards, I will sell them to you. So Wizards of the Coast can just fuck right off because they're not even designing great shit anymore, and they're doing this this bleeding the game dry thing.
Okay, so, well, hopefully Alex will go on this journey of historical CCGs with me that failed in the 90s. We can play these games together. And, go ahead.
So Star Trek is science fiction. Star Wars is fantasy, which they're not even the same genre. So like they're not the same. Stargate I love. Stargate SG-1, like I have such fond memories of watching SG-1. I've seen most of Atlantis too. So for movies, in sci-fi, and because the TV show, I think I like TNG better than SG-1. So I would say that if we're going for TV, we're gonna go with Star Trek.
Yeah, that's mine too. Joe's, what's yours?
Star Trek. No,
that's what I thought, motherfucker. I'll nullify you.
Star Wars.
Fuck you, Joe. I'm gonna nullify you.
That's not.
Now, obviously, recent Star Wars stuff like Andor and stuff makes me want to switch to Star Wars, but we'll see as we go along here.
Farscape Suite 2.
Zach Salter, what's the scariest movie that each of y'all has seen?
Jesus Camp.
Oh
yeah,
God,
that was a scary one. I forgot about that. There's some Scientology documentaries too. They're pretty scary. I don't know the title of them. As far as actual scary movies, I don't really have a scariest movie because as an adult, you know, you're not quite as scared. I can tell you some good horror movies since it is Halloween to go out and see. I'm gonna open up my movie list.
I still
here.
have not seen Smile.
I want to see Smile. I hear it's better than people think because you
Yeah.
look at the generic, Smiling, and you think
And
it's that other movie
promotion they were doing throughout is creepy.
Yeah, they did a creepy promotion. If you want schlock, Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Netflix is kind of shitty, but it has a one good scene where he cuts up everybody in a bus. X, the horror film, I'd probably move. It's throwback to kind of the exploitation thing that came out March 18th of this year. What was another one that's a Barbarian is one that I never got to review that I like. So check out Barbarian. That came out September 9th. It has a huge twist kind of thing. And it's very interesting. So I would check out Barbarian. Another good horror we just recently saw. Damn. What did I can't fucking think of it. It's an Edgar Allan Poe thing, and it was on Netflix. So it's like a low budget kind of Edgar Allan Poe where before he was an author, he was like a soldier, and they go to this town that seems really creepy and had fucking strung up somebody and ripped his guts out and stuff. So you think there's like witches, but the Raven Nevermore, it was inspired by what happens in this movie. I forget the name of the movie. And then just recently I saw Don't Worry Darling, which the visuals are really good, but the film itself doesn't really work. It falls apart, and only the last 10 minutes are kind of fucking crazy, and you're like, what? None of that made any sense. But, and there was a lot of controversy, like the women getting in fights, cat fights and shit behind the scenes. But I saw it recently for $20, not worth it. And then Halloween Ends was a disappointment because motherfucking Michael Myers is barely in it. But Red Letter Media really liked Halloween Ends, and part of me, likes the film. It's just not a good conclusion to the series. It could have been like a good number 3 or number 4, right? It's got some interesting ideas. I think the acting is solid all the way through, but it's just not, it doesn't pay off. And then finally, the one that I forgot, I just remembered, Hellraiser. Go watch Hellraiser on Hulu. That's a really great film. And I'm looking forward to seeing Terrifier 2. Terrifier 1 was fantastic.
It was crazy.
Looking forward to seeing Terrifier 2. Anyways, I want to thank, Avery Bays with a $2 donation. No Munsters review. Alex proceeds to cuss. Dude, I watched Munsters on my own. Joe's watched Munsters on his own. It never fucking ends.
It's so long. I'm like, oh my god.
It's so long, and it's so meandering, and it's the bad. We almost kind of need to review it, but the time has passed, I think.
I hear he made it for terminal patients so they could feel like that the last few hours of their life would last forever.
It's terrible.
So is this movie.
Not pretty good. Maybe we'll do a little vlog or something. All right, back to the Patreon. We got some recruits. Star Trek Maniac. I bet you if you ask Star Trek Maniac between Star Trek, Star Wars, and Stargate, he would definitely say Stargate. God damn it, Joe!
Ruining my joke.
I'm thinking of taking a vacation next summer and was wondering if it would be worth getting tickets for E3 or PAX as your vacation. How hard is it to get tickets, or it's even worth trying? Not that hard to get tickets for PAX. E3, I don't think it'll be hard to get tickets for E3 either because they want people to come back. So that's not really the problem. The problem is, do you want large crowds of people coughing all over you and shit? Do you want long lines where you really only get to play one game? And then both PAX and E3 have been losing some of the heavy hitters. So you really got to plan out what games you're excited for and make sure that those games are going to be at those conventions. And so there's a lot of planning involved. And then once you do that, you got to make sure that you're first in line, because the lines are going to be long. And so you're standing in line for 4 hours to try a game a little early. So honestly, if you're doing vacation, I probably wouldn't do it for E3 or PAX. I'd probably just go enjoy a different state or a different country and hang out with your family or friends, and then do the E3 or PAX, as a separate thing. But that's just me. Hey, you Productions, curious to know if you have 3 favorite Simpson Halloween episodes. If you 3 have a favorite Simpsons Halloween episode, I skip them. I know they're big events, and I know they're higher quality, and I know they do a good job, and they try.
I just saw the one recent one, the Not It. It was basically it.
Tell me about it.
It's basically it, and with Simpsons, it's pretty funny with Krusty the Krab being it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my favorite was probably the dolls. Like, oh, see your problem here? It's set to evil.
The dolls?
Yeah, it's like a Chucky doll.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
which is what the Chucky doll ended up, the Chucky movie ended up being.
I like that.
Yeah, Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did everything.
So they did it before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I need to watch those. Horseman Cam, thank you for the $10. Looking forward to more Castillo Protocol or Dead Space remake. Yeah, which one? I'm looking forward more to Castillo Protocol. But y'all.
Protocol.
Callisto Protocol.
Anson again with the money, the $10 question. What would be the thing? What would be the thing work in Dead by Daylight?
It doesn't work. It's one of those things that we love talking about it, and we actually talk about it every stream that we play it. If Dead by Daylight was run the way that the people
They did a board game.
intended it to do it, it would be fine. But they're talking about body snatchers, right? So the killer turns himself into you, and then he's sneaking up and he's working on generators, but he's sabotaging. It doesn't work because in actuality, a lot of people who play this are on voice comms, and voice comms would ruin any body snatcher style killer. So I don't think it can work, and it's just because things like Discord and TeamSpeak and whatever the kids nowadays are using. So cool concept. I don't
because
think
I
it
would
works.
think it's kind of like Among Us.
Yeah, it should be like,
Yeah.
and then I see OJ, and I'm like,
He was just standing around.
and
yeah.
it's like, no, OJ just told me that he's working on a generator across the map. There's no way that's OJ, and then you run away. So I just don't think it works.
I want it. So I don't care if it doesn't work. You do a separate mode where you turn off voice comms and you make the game harder, and when voice comms are turned off, and the game says that this is what's going to happen to prepare people for it, and then you clone and duplicate certain survivors, and so you're both working on the thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, and it's got to give you a little time to run, because then it's just unfair, because you're going to lose every fucking time. So maybe the thing has to go with all the fucking spaghetti and shit that starts flapping from his face. So I think it'd be fucking sweet, and I'd love to see it. And, there's some creative developers out there. I think they can find a way to get around it. And one possible solution is make the mode way more restrictive, and just have people understand that that's how this particular mode is going to play. Water Tribe Wesley, thank you. Hey guys, what are your personal fave horror movies for each of you? The Ring scared me at 10, but now it is my favorite. Like we answered this one already. I'm gonna go with I like Aliens. I like Event Horizon, and I like Exorcist. If you wanted to ask my favorite. Lots of, and then all those ones that I named there, like the Babadook is a good one. Conjuring 2.
Conjuring 3.
There's a new Conjuring being made right now.
Conjuring 3 was awful, yeah. And
It was.
Conjuring 4, was there a Conjuring 4?
The spin-offs were getting bad.
Getting bad, yeah. Awful. Jean Sebastian Dalcourt, thank you. Joe, do you think putting your politics out there on your Twitter account might have rebuffed some of your conservative fans for your main channel. It really depends. I don't think I've said anything that's unreasonable other than Trump is a con man and he's a fucking moron idiot that is a mixture of conceited and has engages in a lot of nepotism, putting his family in charge of a lot of things that didn't have the qualifications to really run the country. So my hatred for Trump, if you like hate me because I don't like somebody that you like, that I think is petty, and if you then just leave. I don't fucking care. It's just I'm sure you hate somebody that I like.
You to get the fuck
and I'd like you to get the fuck out of there. Yeah. So I advocate for stuff like free health care. I think our country can afford it. I advocate for stuff equality, really standard stuff. I'm for gun ownership, so I have some conservative views as well. And so I haven't really said anything. I think, politics becomes very, very tribalistic. And if somebody thinks that you're on the other side, they will exaggerate your views or whatever. Yeah. I basically am against corporations getting away with ripping people off, barely paying any taxes. And when I look at the policies of Republicans versus Democrats versus progressives versus liberals, there's clearly one party that is okay with the rich and corporations getting a ton of tax breaks and getting away with that stuff. And so I vote against that. So if you don't like my politics and you unfollow me, I lose no sleep over it. I'd honestly do the Angry Joe show if I had 100,000 subscribers rather than 3 million. And I just think there are clearly some deplorable, really disgusting people out there that are crazy. What's that girl, Marjorie Green Taylor or something like that? She believes in all these weird conspiracies and Jew hating and a lot of this weird shit that I'm like, how the fuck is she even in Congress or whatnot? And people like Ted Cruz, even in my own state, I completely disagree with. He wants to control women's bodies and what they do. Nah, man, that's not for you. So if you hate that, then you're free to leave. Khar, $5 donation. Thank you guys for the content. Went through a bad breakup recently, but you guys making me laugh. Thank you. Hey, man, that's what it's all about here. We're just hanging out, having friends, having some fun, playing video games, and talking shop on games, movies, board games, fucking everything these days. Yeah, streaming TV with Disney shows and House of the Dragon. There's a lot to look forward to. Michael Anuka, thank you for the $2 donations. Can you please try Genshin Impact? Hell no. I just don't want to, man. Any sort of gacha game makes me cringe. Yes, it has better graphics than your usual. Yes, it has better gameplay than your usual. But to me, it almost makes it worse because it makes it better, right? And so people feel confident to engage. And I'm gonna drop $1,000 and I can't get my waifu. I can't get the panty, the panty girl that I want, right? So Tony Patrick, Alex, have you read The Name of the Wind?
King Killer Chronicles, yeah.
What is that?
It's a fantasy book. It's a trilogy. King Killer Chronicles is a trilogy. Rothfuss?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sweet. Very good.
Scuts for life. Hey, AJ, how much will it cost the Angry Army to plaque up on your old house to commemorate the birthplace of the AJS? Hey, well, it's not going to work because somebody already got it. Somebody lives there, so it's their house now. So they will have to... that's funny, though. Thank you.
Go steal a piece.
Go steal a piece. Author Oliva, $10 donation. Hey, if you can remake one video game, which would it be? Remake update. Man, there are probably so many good examples that I'm forgetting of. I would like those party games that we used to play on the Dreamcast were really
Fusion
fun.
Frenzy.
Holy shit, I forgot about Fusion Frenzy. I was thinking Power Stone. Do you remember that shit? Power Stone, Power Stone 2.
Drawing a blank.
Drawing a blank. Okay, so I drew a blank on Fusion Frenzy. He draws the blank on Power Stone. And if you guys in chat know either of those, then you are big-brained and old. Chaplin, yeah, go ahead.
I either want Twisted Metal 1, like actual, none of this new horseshit, none of this new shit. I just want like a remake of the first one, or I want them to go back to the old X-Men Ultimate Alliance games. Those games were super fucking fun.
Yeah. Some people are saying Siphon Filter. Man, I don't even remember. I don't have memories of that. That kind of fades into Splinter Cell for me. Anyways, Chaplain Girl, thank you for becoming a new member here. Enjoy the shield, and thank you for supporting our show. Grayson, $5. First time donating. I hope you'll have a good day. We will. So today Joe's editing the news. Me and Alex will probably play some Black Adam on Multiverses, and then we'll jump on some Spec Ops, all three of us, on Modern Warfare to finish out the review. And then, yeah, so that's what we're looking at potentially. Oh, I already said that. Agati, $5 donation. Hey, Joe, would you ever consider doing a review collaboration with Actman? If I had to choose, I would want to see you guys do like a Call of Duty together. No, I think only because it's so hard. My schedule's so fucked. His schedule is fucked, I bet you. Just constant videos, constant things coming out. It's good to do cameos, so I'm up for cameos. And I've cameoed in one of his. He's cameoed in one of mine. I love Actman. I think he's great. And I just, as far as a full collaboration, it's much, much harder to do, and how it would have to be planned many months ahead of time. And yeah, so that's my view on it. Cleanser, thank you for the donation. Greetings from Sweden. I love the weekly gaming news. Have you ever watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners, and are you planning on making a review? That, again, to this day, I still have not seen an episode of that. And it's a fucking shame because I hear it's really good. So maybe I can find an excuse to do it through another video and then just do a vlog. So as we get to the end of November and December, the games start to calm down. So I think there's going to be some time for me to jump into Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Ricky, because enough of you have asked for it. Ricky the Mad Dragon, thank you. What are your guys' favorite candies? In the spirit. Well, if you're talking Halloween exclusive candies, I do partake in the candy corn. But not candy corn, the pumpkins. Those are the best because they're the green and the orange, and they're big, and they eat them. And but my favorite candy, I like Trolley Strawberry Puffs.
Those are so good.
Those are good. Wow, Joe, you like those?
I do.
All right. And then I like the Rips, the sour strips with all the fucking crystal candy on there. Are they called sour strips? Yeah, they're called sour strips, right? They're in these white bags, and they have different flavors. Those are my favorite. So there's my three. What about you, Joe?
Twizzlers over Red Vines.
Red Vines over Twizzlers.
Nope.
Only the ones that you can peel. I like those Red Vines.
Skittles, I like Skittles.
What another one?
Reese's Cups.
Reese's Cups?
Yeah.
Alex, what do you
Reese's
like?
Cups gotta be. I mean, if we're talking just Halloween candy, like Reese's has to be top, and then like.
Do you like Reese's Pieces? Or no?
Yeah,
I'd rather have the cups.
I'd rather have the cups, but of course I'd eat Reese's Pieces. They're delicious as well. And then like Snickers and Kit Kats, like those are the ones that you fight people over at the end of the night. And like, hey, I'll give you like 45 Smarties. You give me like 2 Snickers, and that's a good trade.
I actually like Smarties, so I'll take your Smarties because I'm not all that into chocolate. All right. What else? Good question, Ricky. Patrick, thank you, Patrick Logginson, for the $20 make a holla. Thank you. You're very generous. I want to say thank you, Joe. You're doing you're quality people in my book. All of us. Thank you. Nash the second just became a member for 2 months. What is thy favorite RTS video game? Command & Conquer Red Alert 2. Love the FMVs, the nostalgia, I mean, we're talking of its time. Obviously, now that game doesn't hold up quite as well to some of the RTSs that came after. But I'm just telling you about my greatest memories. Like, I was just screaming and having so much fun. So that's Command and Conquer Red Alert 2 and Supreme Commander. No, Total Annihilation 2 is another good one. Supreme Commander was one that came afterwards.
StarCraft 1, when Brood War came out, we did so many fucking LAN parties. Big Game Hunters, Free for All. It was just the
StarCraft 2, yeah, it was a good one. Joe?
Age of Empire count?
Yes, Age of Empires 2 is huge. It's a big heavy hitter. You like that one?
Yep.
Okay. Chaplain, Geralt again. Oh shit! They reloaded. I'm missing.
What's the absolute worst?
What's the absolute worst horror movie you've seen? Anything Joe shows me. What's that one? With cops or whatever. Slingshot Cops.
Slingshot Cops. It was
No, that's not a horror movie.
There's 5-headed shark. There's 6-headed shark.
Okay, we have to go recent, right?
Two-headed
Because it's we don't want to take 10 minutes on each question. So recent, there's a Christina Ricci. So Christina Ricci recently came out of
She's my
retirement.
crush.
I don't know if she was retired, but she wasn't doing much. So Christina Ricci recently did a horror movie, and it went like direct to whatever. And me and my girl rented it, and it was bad. Fuck was the name of that? Alex?
The worst that I've seen recently? I mean, fucking, what was the last Halloween movie we watched?
Halloween End.
No, Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
Evil Dies Tonight.
That was a bad one.
Is it monstrous? I found it. So let's see. Yeah, that one. This is terrible. Just awful. Not worth a watch. So boring, so low budget, so crappy. And then there's a bunch of like low budget horrors that I've seen that I don't ever bother remembering the fucking names for.
Oh, I've seen Birdemic. OJ put it on my house one time.
Yeah.
But see, that's like painful good rather than bad, like unwatchable bad.
The guy's a terrible salesman, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac Bingham, thank you for the donation. It would be too much extra work for you guys to review classic movies you loved growing up. I'm just sad seeing Alex so upset with each new movie coming
That's
out.
not true at all. I gave a 10 this year. Like, there's people they get mad because I don't like the thing as much.
What did you give a 10 to?
Maverick. We all love Maverick.
Oh, right.
I mean, so it's like, I think Black Adam is not a very good movie. I gave it like 1 point less than you did.
Yeah.
And you're a mega fan.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I'm never... Oh, this is a 2 and it's clearly a fucking 10.
Yeah.
It's just when you consider 5 as average, because we're not children in elementary school, 5 is average. And so when I give something a 7, I'm saying it's good. You're like, well, it's a 10. It's like, no, it's not. Because if everything's a 10, then nothing's a 10.
IGN fucked that up. So we get some heat for being too mean to things. But if that's the one thing that Alex has to deal with and I have to deal with from time to time, I'm okay with that. Hey, you guys hate everything. It's like, yeah. We hate everything. Right. The past 5 videos have been praising. Go check out Andor. Go watch House of the Dragon. Watch Top Gun Maverick. You know, whatever. Vaporwave. 1980X. Happy Halloween. Gonna go see Hellraiser at the Rio Theater tonight here in Vancouver.
Nice.
35th anniversary.
Are you dressing up?
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Now, are you talking the original or are you talking the new one on Hulu?
The original.
The original is fucking sweet, and I would watch that one first, then the reboot, then Hellraiser 2, then this is something I got wrong in the video. There's like 10 Hellraisers or whatever, right? And I said like all of them are bad except for 1 and 2. I actually like 3, but I like 3 in the like Freddy Dream Warriors way, where it's more like campy, stupid horror, right? Because like that's when he has like the jackhammer head and he like invades the earth, and yeah. So I like Hellraiser 3. Anyways, Zaki Chan, do any of you 3 smoke weed or have you? No comment on that. Mark Esh. Ashman, thank you for the $20 donation. Forget any AAA game, so Angel Fall First did a spooky Halloween event with some Halloween masks on some characters, but the real crazy thing isn't being it isn't being sold as a skin. I miss the days where games used to do this kind of stuff for fun. You are amazing, and I'm right there with you. I remember those days. Now all the Halloween events is, if you want a skin, pay me $20. And you just donated $20 to us, so your money better well spent there. And then we'll bring you some good videos and entertainment. Yeah, so I will say Angels Fall First. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. G. Well. Just wanted to say it's been a good year for horror and thrillers. Scream, Nope, Smile, Hellraiser, Prey, Halloween. Been some hit and misses, of course, but lots of choice. Dude, you're right.
Yeah, I was surprised by
2022.
Scream, actually. Yeah, I liked it better than I thought I was.
Mm-hmm. I didn't like it as much as these guys. I thought it was very Scream, very tropey, but I never really liked any of the Screams except for the original, and they just redid the original, which I guess makes it one of the better ones. 18 May. My B, because I smoked a fatty, but does Joe ever sit right in front of you and Alex to the left? Is the camera flipped by default and Alex is actually on your left? I just smoked. I'm sorry. So, let's see. So, Joe is to my right. But if you want to think about it as Joe being to my left, if I turn around and talk to Joe, then he's on my left. So he's on both my right and my left.
Okay, he's the right-hand man.
But Joe's the right-hand man and Alex is on the left. Because he's from the devil.
Sinister Dexter.
PC Game Boy, what's your opinion on making Xbox games? Microsoft making Xbox games much more expensive soon. It seems like PC gaming is going to be the cheapest games day one and free online. Right, you're talking about like the $70 versus like the $60 on PC. I'm very happy I have a high-powered PC because I make videos, right? Because if I didn't have that high-powered PC and had a business centered around it, I'd be fucking annoyed with this. The price is increasing on the consoles, and really we're not getting that much better graphics and gameplay features and this and that, and yet they're still asking for season passes and fucking $100 editions and legacy and Madden editions and shit, you know. So I hate it. Deshaun Mary, thank you for the $1 donation. RPG Jake has a question. Do you think there's a chance that the next From Software game will be Chrome Hounds 2? No chance, but I can dream. I fucking love Chrome Hounds. I had some great memories on the Xbox playing multiplayer, constructing my own mechs, and then going out in a Risk-like map where everybody's fighting everybody, and then these big super mechs would come out. It was just, they don't make games like that anymore that fucking matter and shit. It's just crazy. So if Chrome Hounds 2 is ever announced, I'll buy 2 copies, and I'll make a video saying everyone must buy a copy or I hate you. No. Dave Innocent. Sup, guys? Question I've had AJ for years. What is your definition of a spoiler? Okay, so this is good because I get really annoyed at, there's some internet basement dwellers that their whole life and identity is pointing out, you're spoiling stuff, you know, and it gets super annoying. I think once a product or movie, if it's a major event movie, I think people should shut up about it until like maybe a week after. Like Henry Cavill, he kept it quiet until 3 days after, so he only waited a weekend. Yeah, I'd say probably about a week before you can start discussing it. Now, when you discuss it, don't go in depth into what it is without a spoiler warning or without the intention of a person clicking on a video and getting it. So I think it has to be spelled out for the I think you know, and there are movies that have a specific twist or something that the whole movie centers around. And if you like, what's one movie that has like that?
M. Night Signs.
M. Night stuff has that. Yeah. So those, it's best to stay away from those completely until the person has seen it. And then there are also tack-ons. So let's say Black Adam is one, where that scene at the end has no relevance to the story of Black Adam. So I'm a little bit more loose on that after the first 3 days or after a week or whatever. So that's mine. I'm not really huge into spoilers. I just remember one of the worst things that ever happened in the spoiler area for me was when Star Wars The Force Awakens was coming out. I was just having fun on the internet one day, and somebody just tweeted at me a picture randomly to one of my comments, and it was, you know, the Harrison Ford like that, right, and getting killed, and that ruined my whole fucking week. So I understand the people who it's like their whole identity is to attack people and shame people for spoilers. That's the kind of stuff that I cannot abide by. And honestly, you know, when Superman showed up in Black Adam, people were sending me pictures before it happened. And then I tried to stream a little bit of multiverse playing Superman. I just had to quit after 30 minutes because it was just chat. And it's just like, if somebody can be a piece of shit on the internet, they're going to be a piece of shit on the internet regardless. And you just, that's a part of the job. So there's a little thing on spoilers. Mr. Sales, how old are you guys?
45.
Old. I'm older than OJ, but younger than AJ.
45.
Joe is 45, so that would make me at least 46. I forget how old I am. I think I'm 38 now. So, Mr. Markhead Ashamed, thank you. $5 donation. For politics, it seems that people have forgotten the difference between rival and an enemy. Yep. I agree. Yep. It sucks. I'd like to roll back the clock maybe 20 years where, you know, Democrats and Republicans could still get some stuff done. Now it's turning into, like, let's just block everything, even if it's a good idea. And we're headed to a bad place because of crazy-ass fringe people like Majority, Taylor Greene or whatever, and Ted Cruz and Donald Trump is tearing his own party apart. So, and the way it's going is it looks like Republicans are probably going to, if you look at how many times they've lost the popular vote, they've only won it like twice in the past, like 5 or 6. So what it seems like forever going forward, every time they don't win an election, they're going to scream that it was stolen. And then they're going to question and undermine all of the political process and the actual voting process. And they're like putting things in place to make it, to challenge everything in court. So it's just gonna be a fucking mess going forward. Not looking forward to all the mess that we're about to get into. Rozozan, thank you very much for the $20. Hey Joe, have you tried playing Gundam Breaker 3 on PS4? That is probably one of the best Gundam games, and I'm aware of it, but I have not been able to play it for any length of time. I watch videos on YouTube of it. You should try it out. Make your own custom mobile suit. That's one of the big good features. We played Gundam. What's the Gundam game we played just recently? Do you remember its name?
Nope.
Fuck it. It's called Gundam. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. The time to kill is really, really fast. But I was very, very good in it. Evolution. Yeah, I liked that one. Gundam Breakers is a huge... Gundam... there's another Gundam that came. Gundam G or something like that. That was a grind that used the chibi style. But that game was a grind, even though it was 3 players. I was trying to get me, Joe, and Alex playing that one, but time wouldn't allow it. There's just too many games that come out all at once. Arbiter, Gotham Knights is trash. I'm a big Batman universe fan. Just be careful on the game. Be careful of the game. Yeah, well, we already know. It's super grindy, and we were going to review it before Call of Duty, but we have been struggling to even fucking play it. And so when you barely want to play the game because of how grindy it is, it's hard to review. Happy Sanjo, happy Halloween. Thank you very much. Ula, do you plan on reviewing Street Fighter 6 or trying an open beta? When is the open beta? I want it. I want to try it. I fucking want to make my own character. And yes, we're definitely reviewing that for sure. Lewis Hardy, $5 donation. Hey, are you guys excited for the Fable reboot? Yes. As hard as I was on Fable, I'm actually a fan of the franchise, right? I wanted it to be better. That's why I was hard on it. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with the Fable reboot. But I'm more worried that it's just going to be an empty use of the name, and they don't get the spirit of Fable, which is innovation, man. He tried to innovate. Yeah, he lied a bunch, but he tried very hard to innovate. So I want to see some features in that game that are very ambitious. Exactly, ambition. Thank you, Joe. Arbiter 117. Power Stone was dope. Remake win. Yeah, thank you for agreeing with us. Mo with a $7 donation. How do you feel about the new Modern Warfare 2? I noticed quite a few changes. I love it. Wait for our review. And there are some problems. You'll see that in the review. Joe's been crashing every other game. It's hard to be happy and appreciate it when he's
I want to
doing
play
it.
the game. I want to have fun.
I mean, it's weird because like, how much can you judge the game when it's OJ?
Right.
Like, every machine that OJ touches is a smoke machine.
Yeah.
Just because
Damn it.
he just ruins everything.
Yeah. My thoughts on the Cabal drama is already up on the YouTube channel. Go check it out. Fat Guy say $10 donation. Hey, Joe's and Alex, I want an update on when Angry Joe will cosplay as Bison Evil Cammy for your Kickstarter board game. you fucking that was never gonna fucking do a Bison Evil Cammy for that. But you're close though. The update is still in process. We're working on some we're working on some. How should I say? Some great technology that will help with that. And you won't see that until 2023. Gene Sebastian Dalcourt, $5. Joe, do you have an opinion on that fandom menace group of YouTubers who constantly talk about leftist politics entering movies and to keep politics out of the movies and TV series? Do I have an opinion? They have a right to their opinion. And sometimes I'm finding myself agreeing with them way more than I'd like to, because I think sometimes they take their...
It's too heavy-handed.
It's
sometimes.
really heavy. And I get it that it appeals to their viewer base on YouTube. But I'm not going to lie, man. I agree with them on fucking Ray, on fucking... gender study, Admiral Gender Studies, Haldo, and look at what happened to Rings of Power. They were amongst the first to say, "Hey, man, I don't know if this thing's gonna be faithful," and they were right. It was not fucking faithful. But I think they're too heavy-handed. One guy. Desparu, I liked watching his videos, but he nitpicks a little too much. But I get that that's his whole thing. He has to nitpick every fucking frame. What does he say? A type B. He's always like constantly railing on type Bs. I don't understand. What is that? Do you know type B?
I don't know on Twitter. I don't watch any.
You don't watch any of that shit. But have you ever heard that from right wingers? Type Bs. That's the type B. It's like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Okay. Anyways, you'll have to explain it to me, Chad. I think sometimes they get heavy-handed and they go a little too far and they push people away. There's a lot of women hating. There's a lot of anger, and they complain about politics being in the show, but then they start talking about their politics in their reviews of those shows. So it's a mixed bag, but they make some good points sometimes, and I have no hate for them, except for when they kind of cross the line on some of the stuff. But it's important to listen to, other points of view, and that way you get a full scope of what's going on. It's the truth. Fred215, what is your guys' favorite horror movie? We covered that one already, Fred. Check the VOD here. Shadow Moss, I gotta say, all the reviews for Gotham Knights so far was not accurate as they say. The game was good. Flaws, yes, but a lot of things this game does better than other games. It shouldn't have gotten all that hate.
We shall see.
We shall see. We shall see. I will try to use video examples for you. But here's the thing, Shadow Moss. How many Batman video games have you played, right? I think a lot of people are comparing it to previous stuff that we've got from Rocksteady that are way, way better. And it's like, how 10 years later, 7 years later, are you making a game that's less fun, the combat's worse, the missions suck, it's way more grindy, you know what I mean? Now, there are things that it does well, like the costumes. I love the modular armor. That's some good stuff. But yeah, we're going to have to disagree with you. Tristan Brown, what are your thoughts on Microsoft Activision acquisition right now? I don't really have many thoughts on it. Like I said, you watch our news, and on our news we said, hey, I'm hoping that they kind of clean shop or change the culture at Activision. I have little hope of that, though. That's it. Jack, thank you for becoming a new member here in the Angry Army. Cash Pie. Hi, is the Top Gun Maverick the best movie of the year in your opinion?
So far.
Did that come out this year?
Yeah.
Oh,
June.
definitely. 100%. Movie of the year. JTRW. Anybody excited for the Spawn reboot?
Hell yeah. I don't think it's happening.
Is
but
it ever going to
yeah.
happen, he says? Yeah, Tom McFarlane is so passionate about it, and I want it to happen for
a better
him.
devil.
And I am excited for
we
it.
need a better devil.
Just rendered differently. I want him to have the exact same character model, but just like rendered in today's graphics.
Do you think Bizarro, Major Schmoopy, do you think Bizarro could make a good villain for Man of Steel 2? No, I don't think we should go to Bizarro yet. I hear rumors that it's going to be Brainiac, but I think it's too early to tell yet. I don't think Bizarro's the way to go.
Brainiac with Christopher Walken?
I think because what Cavill wants, it's going to be more hopeful. It's probably going to be on Earth, and I want him to make that movie and do a little bit more Clark Kent, right? So we got that, and I want it to be wonderful and bright and colorful. Now, third film, let's get Superman off-world. And the way to do that, I think we go Darkseid, it kind of fucked up already. So maybe we go Mongol. I think Mongol would be cool. And plus, you could do a lot of in-head stuff, because remember when Mongol had this like rock that Superman got? I think it was in Justice League Unlimited or one of the animations. It was like his birthday. He got a present for his birthday, and like a lot of this shit. So you can do a lot of cool creative stuff with that. Josh Michelle, will you guys review All Quiet on the Western Front? If it's a movie and it's coming out and there's
it's
not a
out.
Huh?
It's already out. It's one of the most important. No.
No, we won't.
Okay.
Are you gonna review it?
I'm gonna watch it for sure. I mean, it's one of the most important books written in like this century, and it's already been made a movie. And I know half the people in this country are gonna hate it because they're dumb, and then it's gonna like fly over their heads. Also, we have this giant hero worship culture here, and they're just gonna hate it because it's such a scathing review of horror. It's about German soldiers in World War I.
Oh,
I know what it's about.
Yeah.
I read it in high school. They forced us to read it in high school. I hated reading it, but then when I got towards the end of the book, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad that they made me read this.
Yeah.
So there's a movie out?
Yeah, it's in German. Netflix paid for it, but they weren't involved in the development of it.
So it's on Netflix?
Yeah, it's out already. I think it came out this weekend.
Deepak, thank you for the $10 donation. I love you guys. Any recommendations on a powerful PC rig? Alex?
On a rig? I mean, I always say if you're going to go pre-built, check who has like the best coupon. We worked with Origin PCs for a long time, so you can check them out, but there's a lot of great manufacturers. I like building my own, but if you don't have the expertise, see who's got a sale.
Simon Hartford, have you guys seen the new banger of a game, Shoot His Blood and T40K? The full game is out now. I'd love to see you play it together. Check our VODs. Unfortunately, it would running like shit on my computer only. Joe's and Alex's were perfect. And it was near unplayable. But even through the frame drop, I was having fun with it. A little loud and obnoxious at times if you're not into some of the music. But you could just turn that down and really enjoy yourself. What else? Jack, thank you for the $5 donation. Have you guys seen this indie survival horror game called Signalis? It has a very nice atmosphere. I'm gonna add it there. No, not heard of it. Cool. I'll check it out. Okay, G-Well, just want to say, never worry about your political beliefs. Any sane person is not 100% liberal or 100% conservative on everything. Tribalism is worthless. I totally agree with your sentiment, but you're wrong. 100% conservatives harass me on Twitter all the time. Trust me, they're 100% conservatives. Even if they're presented with something that they agree with, they'll find a way to twist it and be like, no, that's fucking liberal garbage, and it's conservative all the way. Isaac Bingham, $5 donation. Have you guys seen All Quiet on the Western Front? Are you boys ready for Ragnarok? Definitely ready for Ragnarok, and have not seen All Quiet on the Western Front. Somebody brought it up just now, and we're going to watch that. I'm going to watch it. Damien, just wanted to say I love your content. Well, thank you very much. How did you guys ever meet and become friends? Zenvoy, we did that on previous, and we did huge, long description of it. So check out, I think it's...
Board games? School.
Check that on March of this year, I think it was the Q&A. No more, $5. If Kratos survives, where should he go next?
To the future.
Egypt. Jimbo, thank you for becoming a member here on YouTube. And then we have the question from Simon. Hey, we're actually getting caught up here. 2 more myths. $2 donation. Have you guys ever experienced anything paranormal?
No.
Ooh, that's a cool-ass question. One time, when I lived in Hidden Timbers, which I think was like a apartment complex or something, or maybe it was called something else. A long time ago, next to the property of apartments where me and my dad lived at, there was this old fucking creepy house in the middle of the forest. It was all broken and decrepit. And we decided, a bunch of us and a bunch of people, friends and people that I didn't know, to go over there at night and check it out. And it was fucking scary as shit. So we went in there, I went in, and then I passed up the bathroom. The toilet was fucking disgusting. You can tell there was like homeless people or something had probably used it, but it wasn't a running toilet, so it was just used. And so then I passed the toilet. We went into like the room, and everything is like fucking like creepy horror house. And then we heard the toilet flush. And then we just ran the fuck out of there because it's like, number one, how did the toilet flush? Because it's supposed to not work. But there's a reasonable explanation for that. It was, we assumed the toilet didn't work, but the toilet did work, and maybe one of the people that came with me wanted to scare everybody and flush the toilet. And so that was my favorite horror house thing, but clearly was not paranormal. It was somebody trying to fuck with us. Joe, what about you?
Never. I would never put myself in any situation like you did. No,
Joe,
I do
it was so intense. Like, you don't get that fucking adrenaline pump and feeling in your fucking body where you're ready to
it's like,
fight
oh shit,
or
I'm
flight.
gonna die.
Yeah, you don't get that feeling anywhere else, and it just sucks that you want to deprive yourself of that
I
experience.
think I'm good.
Tracy, thank you. A Plague's Tale Requiem Rapid Fire when?
After that guy.
Soon, this week.
It's, you know.
I'm done.
Alex has done and then Joe's editing it, so we'll get it to you as fast as we can. But if we put it up, everybody's gonna downvote it because the motherfucking it's not Gotham Knights, it's not fucking Modern Warfare. It's just bad timing. We should have had it up a lot sooner, so it's our fault. Jimbo, did you really play Xbox with Vin Diesel? Yes, I swear. As on my honor as a man, I did play Xbox with Vin Diesel. Or, okay, I can't give you 100% verification, but I can give you like 95% verification. And this is because he's a known gamer. There was an event going on. He had just put out the game, Butcher's Bay, and it was multiplayer. His name was, appropriate. Yes, it could have been an impersonator, but I fucking, to this day, it's Vin Diesel, and the only way I'm going to be able to confirm this is if I can ever interview the guy or see him in person and run up to him and ask him, but he's not going to fucking remember one session. But I bet you he has played multiplayer of his game when it came out, because he's a gamer himself. Anyways. Frederick Little, and honestly, when that came out, the multiplayer player base was rather small, so it makes it even more likely. Frederick Little, are you guys excited for God of War Ragnarok? I won't wait. Yes, that's in. When does it come out? 9th.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks. So yeah, we're right around the corner for that. Okay, guys. Let's we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna take a few questions from chat here. So shoot your questions in chat, and we got to take off because I want to get back to the review for Call of Duty Modern Warfare and get that to you as soon as possible. Dilly Skrilly, thank you for the $50. Make me holla, appreciate it. Haven't watched Cyberpunk yet.
We haven't seen Terrifier 2 yet.
Trailer
either.
reaction plan for Final Fantasy 16 is if it's out, no. If it's not out yet, yes. Chucky Season 2, yes. I still haven't seen Season 1. I want to see, but it was starting off good, so I want to watch that. And it'll give me a great excuse to review the first season and then the second season. Do I think viewership will drop massively on The Witcher after Henry? Yes. Just hope you have a good day. Well, I hope you have a good Halloween. Do you believe in Santa? I once did. Not anymore.
I have not seen Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
I will never see Jeepers Creepers Reborn. Because it sounds like one of the worst horror movies, and that could be our answer. Maybe we'll see it so that we can tell people Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
OJ believes the Bigfoot is real.
It's true. He's out there.
I don't think. Should people check out the amazing Angry Joe Show Live YouTube channel? Yes. Angry Joe Show Live is our second channel. A lot of people don't know this. Watch our second channel. You can see our long form reviews. You can see our table time. You can see the card games. You can see our streaming sessions. And most importantly, reviews in process. If you want to get ahead of the curve, subscribe to that channel. That's the actual channel. Click on it and subscribe. Spam it in chat, please. Thank you. Thank you. Click on that and subscribe to that channel. It will help us out tremendously. Thank you guys so much. Yes, we're going to play Callisto Protocol. In fact, we will review it for you.
Can't wait for that one.
All right. Bye, guys. We'll see y'all later. Well, actually, catch us on Twitch.
We're going to Twitch.
We're going to Twitch. We have to finish reviewing Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Spec Ops.
Yes, we still use Twitch.
And we want to try Black Ops or Black Adam.
So we'll do Spec Ops first, since it's only 2-player while he finishes.
No, I think it's Black Adam first. Spec Ops is 3 players, from what I understand.
Okay.
We'll do the research. All right, see you guys soon.